I thrifted this table a little while back for a very special purpose. First thing I'm going to do is clean it and then give it 2 coats of Bonding Boss, which is an adhesion and stain blocking primer by Dixie Belle. Once I get 2 even coats of Bonding Boss on, I'll be ready for paint and won't have to worry about bleed through or my surface being too slippery. Now I'm going to warn you, the paint color that I picked for this table is shockingly blue, but it serves a beautiful purpose. Dixie Belle Paint has teamed up with the North Shore Animal League to present you with one of 2 decoupage papers and a stencil coming out that benefit the North Shore Animal League. This is Rainbow Kitty, and she's so bright and beautiful, she needed a bright and beautiful base to be put on. Now I'm just using a wet paintbrush here and a little bit of water to wet the paper and pinch that edge off because I'm going to be blending the paper out, so I don't want that really flat finish. That jagged edge makes it much easier to blend these colors. So I'm just going around the whole paper and just grabbing those edges. Now I'm going to mist the back of the paper with some water and grab my Dixie Belle Satin Clear Coat, which I use as a decoupage medium. I'm going to put that down on my table, then grab my wet paper. Wetting the paper gives me flexibility and gets the paper to lay down so smooth without any wrinkles. So I'm taking my brush with a little bit of clear coat on it and going over that, just making sure I push out any air bubbles or wrinkles. Once I get that all down and nice, I'm going to grab a bunch of Terra clay paint colors because they match so beautifully with this paper, and we're going to blend out Kitty's face to look more like an actual kitty's face. So we're just going to grab some of the colors and start forming more of a shape for her face. And as you see, as I go along, it's going to evolve, and I'm going to actually take away some of the color that I did and put in some black to make it look more like a cat face. But that's coming down. This is just like the thinking process where I started putting in different colors of all the Terra clay paint colors and figuring out exactly how I wanted this to look. Using the Terra clay paint also gives me a little bit of texture on my table, so that was perfect for blending in that little bit of texture that the paper gives, because the rice paper will give you a little bit of a textured feel on top of the table. Now you can see that I went a little bit overboard with how big her face was, so I'm just filling in with a little bit of black to give her more of a defined face. Then I grabbed Dixie Belle's Safari stencil that has this awesome leopard print in it, and I'm going to stencil the entire shelf to break up that blue a little bit and match the rest of the piece. You can also see around that drawer and the bottom and the legs, I also added some of this black Terra just to break up that blue and give me that really deep look to the blue. I absolutely love how it looks. So here you go. Here's the way that it looked before. I did give it a satin clear coat. Here's what it looks like after. And I'm also going to show you the other paper available right after we look at my table. So this is Rainbow Kitty, the one that I used. There's also Molly the Collie, which is absolutely adorable, a Mylar stencil, and every Dixie Belle Blue sold, $1 will be donated.